Welcome, everybody, to an exclusive interview right here on the Chop Sports YouTube channel. You guys are tuning in right now. It is Sturch, it is Gooch, and it is our honor to bring on the man, the myth, the legend known as the Poz. Poz is back in studio. This is our second go-around. He looks a little different, Gooch. What happened here?
Bearded Poz. And honestly, I got to stop you because I was doing the graphic and I asked him, "Do you want Poz or the Poz?" And he said, "Definitely no the." So we're gonna get rid of the.
All right.
I got to ask John, what's up with the beard, bro? You're the bearded Poz now. We got the new and improved. You could say.
Listen to me first of all. Before you answer that, stud. Bearded, it goes so much longer than clean shaven. No offense, Gooch, but. Yeah, dude, we're digging it.
Working with a little stubble here.
Where was that decision? made?
I kind of had it going last year too during the season.
Okay,
but I brought it back for the winter. I think it's like a winter thing. I don't know.
Yeah. It's
I mean, there's like no shave November.
No shave November is when you start the beard growing.
Yeah. So I got to ask though, how's everybody else feeling about it?
Yeah, mom can't be a fan of the beard.
My mom does not like the beard. She does not.
Mama Poz, he looks svelte.
I agree. I'm team Mama Poz on this one. I think the clean cut look is much better, but I'm not here to interfere with what goes on in the mind of a nationally ranked wrestler over here.
Listen, if it's working,
tied into a knot.
It's working. So obviously, first of all, it's been a nice little season so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
How you been? How you feeling? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I mean, I had a really good match the other night at Army. I think I wrestled the best match of my year so far. But the year has been going awesome.
You see all the pictures on social media, the smiling Poz. I think it's Coach Grasso.
That's
the smiling wrestler.
Yeah, like here, and for anybody who doesn't know Poz, like if you don't know him and you just see him wrestle, he's probably an absolute animal in your eyes. But we've met him how many times already, and we've talked about him. Or we got him on our Chop Athletes roster, right? The nicest dude I ever met, but do not cross this guy. And Gooch, I know you've talked about this a couple times, trying to go head to head or go one-on-one with Poz. You're out of your
set
mind,
it up.
bro.
We're gonna have that fake rough and rowdy where we're gonna have Jello wrestling in the Jello wrestling between the heavyweight. I don't even know if you want to call them heavyweights because they're saying that they're gonna cut down to 165. But yeah, we're gonna have me and Poz are gonna kick off the event with the first takedown match.
Out of your mind, my friend.
No, I noticed that Poz has been working out in his gym.
Dude, first of all, before you get to the gym, we ordered lunch right today, and he's like, "Don't worry, guys, I dropped 10 pounds at practice." First of all, that's BS to me. I'm so mad at it because here I am just trying. I am just dying in the gym every day just to drop, I don't know, 5, 6 over time. This guy's doing it on a whim. It just comes so naturally. It's all water, right?
Yeah, 10 pounds. Maybe. I don't know. 10 pounds in like an hour and a half.
Yeah, 10 pounds is definitely mostly water.
That is insane to me. But it all goes down at the Poz Garage, right? I mean, that's taking on a life of its own. Like that's. I follow you guys. I now follow your mom. I follow just everybody that's within the Poz Garage confines. Like it's inspirational stuff, man. Like you guys are going hard. And what was the inspiration behind that? Was that a COVID thing? Like the gyms were closing and all of a sudden we just had to do something?
Yeah, over quarantine, me and my dad were just like we couldn't go work out. We couldn't do anything. So we like found different items and things to get a gym going, and now we just took off even more.
Yeah, it took on a life of its own. Now it's got its own Instagram page. It's got more followers than me. The Poz Garage Gym, the idea of where Poz works out is more famous than me, which is great.
I mean,
my dad took it out of hand
hard.
a little bit.
What?
My dad took it out of hand a little bit. He just buys everything.
Yeah.
First of all, your dad. All right. So it was Gooch a couple times that showed me videos of you guys working out, right? Mm-hmm. And look, I've worked out with my dad maybe a handful of times, maybe even less than that, right? But I work out with, when I'm not doing it by myself.
That first video I watched was terrifying.
Bro, with that one with the sit-ups?
The abs. It was an abs workout. Dude, I actually haven't done an ab workout since then because I got really sore just watching it.
Dude,
so I was like, I'm taking the rest of the year
off.
my
body just watching that video. Yeah, where does he get his stuff from?
He's been lifting all of his life. He's been a power lifter. But he's just crazy. And then all my friends come and lift with us. My mom and all of her friends lift in the morning. My dad lives at night with his friends, so it's someone.
So the neighborhood must be like that. Household is just
people screaming and grunting out of the garage. Or people like, is anybody getting murdered in there? Like, what is actually happening? And yes, truth be told, people are dying in there. You sent me right. I think it was perfect timing how you sent me the Poz workout, right? As I'm shoveling down slices of pizza in my face, like, by the way, this is what I do. And what I say to you, I was like, all in one sitting? Like, this is all one workout? He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's blocks, this, that, boom, boom. I'm like, oh, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it tomorrow. And then Gooch, you're on your own the following day because I don't think I'm going to be able to walk
Now,
and or
are you
move.
able to work out in the Poz garage during the season, or is that just an off-season thing?
Not as much because I'm at school. I'm training a lot there. But like this week, I'll go home for Christmas break and I'll get a couple workouts in there with my dad and everyone.
Now, is the workouts obviously a lot different in season? You're not bulking. You got to do more functional training, right? That brings me to my next question. What is a day in the life of Poz? Not just in the season, but say it's match day. John, you wake up. What's the first thing you're doing?
First thing I'm doing, let's say the match is at like 7:00 at night and we're home. I step on the scale, check my weight, see how much I'm over. Another little thing about me is I don't go on my phone on match day.
I learned that.
Yeah, I learned that the hard
the
way.
other day.
I sent him his graphics.
I said it on a podcast. I said it on today's podcast that I was like, oh, I sent him the new merch. Like, he's got a whole new line. Like, we're like Adidas or something. Like, hey, here's the new Poz line. No response for like 11 hours. And I'm like, it's not like I knew. I was like, he's a busy dude. Like, I'm not taking offense to it. But then his response was, I don't have my phone on me match days. And I'm like, this guy is an assassin.
Yeah.
Like, he is laser focused in on the day. So obviously, airplane mode from jump.
Yeah, it's business as usual. I mean, I'm very structured. Everything I do, I'm like day before, weeks before, like everything is very, very structured on my match preparation. But on match day, I check my weight, get my first workout in at like 10:00 ish.
Now, what's that? What's that first workout like? Is it weights? Is it like what are you doing? Cardio?
I'm wrestling. I'm doing like a wrestling related workout. It's probably my harder workout of the day. I want to get like 4 to 5 pounds off, depending on it.
It blows my mind. It blows my mind that you can just drop. I know you wrestled in high school, Gooch, so you know the process. But for him to just drop this weight at 10:00 in the morning because you have to, it's just to me.
Yeah, this is leading me to other questions, but I want to.
Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. Then after that, I'll like usually for home, I'll go hit the cold tubs, get my legs back under me, get something little to eat. Then I'll come in for my next workout around 4, 5 o'clock. And then get 2 pounds off.
What are we eating? What are we eating throughout the day?
I'm sipping on water, not too much water, because that like one bottle of water is 1 pound.
Yeah,
16 ounces. So
wow, all right.
If you have like 2 pounds of water,
my math just what is he talking about? Oh my god,
you're 2 pounds over.
Shit, I should stop drinking this guy.
And when you're sucking weight, that water you're not pissing it out. That's
that's
staying.
It's the truth. Yeah. Like he's 16 ounces.
Especially in crunch time too. Like you're 2 hours out, you're not gonna pee all that water out. So get that last weight off. Now I'm on weight, a weigh in, and then it's ready to go. Man.
What about post weigh-in meal?
Post weigh-in meal, they
is that like done by the team?
They
kind of dictate that.
I have like a turkey and cheese with
just
mustard,
normal regular shit. It's not like
too much though.
Stuff. I promise I wouldn't cuss.
It's fine. You know, it's funny. Not that this is anything similar. Pro wrestling. I did that for a little while, right?
Oh, did you? I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Oh
I knew you
God.
commentate. I didn't know.
Actually yeah, bro. I was big. No, I'm kidding. I was nothing. But the problem was on match day, I would be nervous. So I ask you, are you nervous? I know you're a confident dude and you go in there and you steamroll a lot of these kids. But like, are you nervous when you like are going into a match day? Because I preface this with this: I didn't eat on match day because I was afraid of the obvious. Like I might do something wrong, you know. Like, and I was nervous that would happen in the ring or doing like. Are you nervous? Like because now you're consuming food. Like, what's your emotions like on a match day? Like, I know it's all focused, but are you like? Are nerves a good thing when you're in your position?
I really don't get nervous. I know some guys on my team do get nervous. Like everyone gets nervous, but I specifically don't really take the nerves like in a negative way. I would say I use my nerves in a
like it's like
way.
a nervous energy, but to say like nervous about the outcome isn't really there.
No,
but you're necessarily like you got something pending, so you're gearing up. I'm not answering the question for you, but I'm trying to translate. I feel like I know where you're going with it. Whereas you think you're going to kick someone's, but you're very confident, but you have that energy about you that you got a job to do that night.
Yeah, if I do what I know I plan to do, I go out there and wrestle like I know how to wrestle. The outcome will come out how I like it.
Now,
how he likes it.
Now, with the Big Ten season approaching, obviously you got bigger matches up in front of you this season. Do you change your preparation at all if it's a bigger match?
Nope.
No. So same thing. His phone stays off. He's not. If he's got to wrestle against someone that's better than his typical competition, he doesn't just start texting guys. That's not what he does.
When you're in college, everyone's good. Everyone's good.
That's true.
So you got to prepare the same for if you're wrestling the backup or the starter, or who knows who it is.
Yeah. I was watching the match against Hofstra, and I'm like, ranked 25th, and I'm thinking to myself like, oh, you should steamroll this guy. But then you're really thinking about it, and it's like, but should he? You know, like you can't get caught slipping. The 25th guy, he's going out there and he's probably wrestling Poz like it's his biggest match of his life. I was
going to say that's their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
When they go head to head with Poz, it's like if I win this match, I get made. You know, like my social media following will go up. You know what I'm saying? Like the ambiance around winning over Poz at this point, because he's been doing rather well, I would say, you know, within the first 2 years of his.
We're getting there.
Yeah, you're getting there, right? But like again, if somebody gets a win over Poz, it's a big step in their career. So, but yeah, so the Big Ten season starts when?
After our next tournament, so we got to Midlands, December 28th, and then after that kicks off our Big Ten.
So one more tournament in 2021 that you're going to take home.
Right now you're off. You're off, right? You're just practicing. There's no matches until the 28th.
Yep, we're training this week.
Christmas time,
2 weeks off. Not. You got to be careful, right? I mean, Christmas time is eating time, and it's like family time, and then there's going to be a lot of downtime. You got to watch yourself a little bit more, like as far as this tournament's coming up. Or?
Not really. I mean, I'm kind of on.
He's regimented, Dave.
All right,
yeah.
He's got this.
But I'm for sure he likes something at home. My mom,
yeah, I mean,
mom's gonna cook.
Mom's going to cook on Christmas Day. Of course
I know that he's got the new. He bought himself a grill for Christmas. Pod,
yes, and we're going to go. Hopefully, maybe meet up in tailgate, right?
Yeah, I'm going to the
Cowboys Giants game.
Pod is a foodie.
Yeah, well, listen. Obviously, the Big Ten tournament, the season in itself, it just revs it up to another gear. What's the team looking like as a whole? I mean, obviously, we see the record. You guys are doing very, very well pre-Big Ten. You guys obviously have expectations, but there is a force in front of you guys. You know, the Big Ten wrestling is just incredibly stacked. How do you guys feel like you stack up against everybody else?
I think as a whole, our team is we have a really, really good squad. We could do a lot of big things in the month of January and even in the Big Ten tournament and the NCAA tournament. I would say, like down low, even up top, we have guys that could put bonus points on the board, and you name it, we can have a really good push this year.
Confidence is key. Confidence is definitely key. But yeah, so the season is going to be here. We don't want to like start pointing out guys you're going to be on the wrestling schedule, but just think about this, folks. There's Penn State, there's Ohio State, there's Michigan. There's just teams that you're going to be wrestling right off the rip. Like there's no time for you to like kind of take your foot off the gas and relax. It is just constant.
Yeah, we got to pick out a match and get to this.
Oh, 100%. We're going to go to the Jersey Mike's Arena.
We'll do them the solid and call it what they want it to be called. But obviously, we all know in New Jersey, that's the rack, baby. We got to get to the rack and watch Rutgers wrestling.
Now, my bold prediction here is that despite the fact that Rutgers just shocked the world, they took out Purdue about a week and a half ago or whenever it was, right? Yeah. And it was crazy. The rack was jumping. I'd be hard pressed to think that maybe the rack will be going that much crazier if Rutgers wrestling goes nuts. That when you guys pack the rack, like people are on top of each other, right? It's a little different than being in the stands and
there's a different energy in a really good wrestling match, man. Like there's just a different energy. I know basketball is great. There's not going to be any storming the mat. I can promise you that because it's not that it's not that environment. But yeah, when there's a really heated match going on, I mean, it's just the energy. It's like a fight. It's like a fight night. And you ever been in an arena with boxing or a UFC? It's the same kind of feel. I've even felt that in high school matches against certain teams. It's a different. There's combat happening, so it changes everything.
Did you happen to find out and know, or at least recognize the fact that I'm going to be the new voice of the Woodbridge Barons wrestling team? Did you find that
really?
out? No, they asked me to do the announcing, like the PA announcing. But I'm wondering, I'm like, one day, I'm assuming Woodbridge and Colonia
every year,
right?
Yeah, every year.
So, dude, I mean, if that's at Woodbridge, I get to wear my red and black, rock my. I know you're a Colonia guy, and so is Chris, and so is half of Chop Sports, and so is everybody watching this video. Everybody's a Colonia guy. Nobody likes the Barons anymore except me. But have you gotten a chance to get back to Colonia?
Yeah, I was actually in the room the other day for practice. I stopped in, saw Coach Grasso and Coach Messner.
Made all the Colonia high school kids' day. A lot of those guys were your teammates, though, right?
Some of those guys were my teams, but most of them
not
are
a
gone.
lot, but
most of them are gone now. Like it's all new faces. And I even said to Coach Grasso, I was like, "Yeah, a lot of new faces you got here." But they're definitely looking good too.
That's good. Good. Colonia always representing on the mats.
Baby.
The new John Poz.
I'm gonna beat Woodbridge hopefully. I never beat Woodbridge in my 4 years there.
Yeah,
really.
Well, he never lost. He personally never lost to Woodbridge, but Colonia has never beaten Woodbridge in Poz's career. Yes. But you can go over to Colonia High School and check out that new mat.
I heard the new mat's nice. The new mat's nice. I heard you have a key, so that's where you're gonna.
My name's on it too.
Yeah, the name is not on the key; it's on the mat.
Your name is on the mat?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
It's the John Poz mat?
Well,
Yeah.
they put the 2 state champs, me and Joe Trainer.
So dope. That's the cool stuff. Sorry. That's why I tried.
Oh, we're even now.
You know, we are even one apiece. So all you kids watching right now, don't ever say these words in case you're watching this. Now, obviously, Big Ten, the goals are there. Obviously, the goal is to win all of this, right? And we get that. But talk to me about stuff that happened this past summer, because that's when you were most active. You know, you're posting things left and right about where you're wrestling and who you're teaching, and this. You did some camps. Like, what was that experience like? I mean, like now you feel like if you didn't feel like you made it, this had to have made it feel like I'm the guy now. This is my
for sure. I mean, beginning of the summer, people were asking me to do camps and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do them. I'd never done a camp in my life, so my first couple ones, I was really like nervous and stuff. But as I started doing it, I started traveling more, and definitely helped me feel like I'm on top of the world.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And I'm doing what I enjoy. I definitely want to keep doing this like the rest of my life. Just wrestling. That's really what my life has came to be, I guess.
And then honestly, when you're wrestling in these rooms that you find yourself in over the summertime, and obviously they're bringing in guys to do camps, they're clearly on another level. Otherwise, they wouldn't be getting asked to do camps. So you get to meet these people and then forge relationships, and honestly get these rounds in, or these periods in, we'll call them, because it's wrestling, against these guys. Against these guys where you wouldn't necessarily get that competition training back at home. So I think that's an obvious advantage. What about any international competition? Have you gotten to wrestle any Russians or anything like that?
No, I haven't. But this summer after NCAA season and all that, I take a week off or so. I'm going to start training for the junior world team trials.
Now, what about freestyle?
That is freestyle.
Junior world team
trials will be freestyle.
So you've never wrestled in a freestyle match, or you have?
Oh, no, I have. All through high school, I used to do it a little bit, but last year I went out to U23s, which is like a different age group. This year, juniors. This is my last year as a eligible junior for that tournament, so I'm gonna go.
Now, explain this to me like I'm 5. What exactly are you like? You're going where for this?
I don't know exactly where the tournament is, but it's after the season. I think like end of April, beginning of May.
Okay, and this is something to qualify for something else? Or?
Yeah, so this is the trials to make Team USA, and then once you make that team, then you go out to the World Championships to compete for a world medal.
Woo,
dude! This is this. I feel like Ron Burgundy here. Like, what? It's escalated quickly because all of a sudden, you're going to go from All-American to potentially, and what we all think, and you don't have to answer this, national champion. Okay, we all have it in our back of our minds. But now all of a sudden, an Olympic gold medalist. I mean, that's
world gold medalist.
World gold medalist. Yeah, the Olympics are for a while. He's got a career. Yeah.
I'm just putting that into the universe, bro. I mean, that's going to happen too.
Yeah, no, the Olympics just happened. And actually, I feel like it lines up perfectly with his career. Honestly, if you look at the way things line up, because obviously he's still considered a freshman. Yeah. He's going to, I'm sure in wrestling, it's not like these other sports where you could get drafted in the NFL. So the extra years of eligibility on the blue chip prospects like he is, because if this was football, he'd be way up there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you kind of take advantage of those extra years of eligibility in wrestling. But in this case, you see a lot of these guys. I think you mentioned the other day, the Michigan kid, he's 0-0. He's ranked number 1 at your weight.
How's that work?
Because
how's that fair?
He's not ranked number 2.
He's number 2 now?
He took third in the Olympics.
Yeah. So,
so you got guys. Horse of a different color,
you could go wrestle in the Olympics because it's still considered an amateur sport.
Right.
Right. And then you come back and you don't lose eligibility in college. And you see that with the Michigan guy. And then you see that with Gable Stevenson, who won the gold medal.
Now, who signed with WWE.
Yeah. So there's a lot.
WWE in your future, bro?
I don't think so.
No pro wrestling? All right. Well, if you do.
I'm not the biggest talker and all that.
You don't have to be, bro. Brock Lesnar said 0 words.
I could easily see Poz being like an NCAA coach someday and just being like sticking with wrestling. I'm not making his career for him, but I just feel
you gotta
like
go to the what would you call her? Momager.
Momager.
You gotta go through the agent of Poz.
He's got the momager, and then he's got that father that just bashes him with medicine balls.
It reminds me of like Spike Hammersmith, like from Little Giants, the dad that's just making him do like pull-ups on his arm, like give me 10, and like that is. But listen, that's the drill sergeant stuff you need, and that's why you're in a position that you are, and you got you're blessed to have 2 driven parents. Like there's parents out there that are just like, yeah, do whatever you want, but you have people that are zeroing you in, and now you're a household name within at the very least the state of New Jersey. You know what I mean? Like you say, Poz, I wear this shirt out, like not as like a fanboy or anything like that. I'm just trying to plug the merch. You know what I mean? But like, people know who you are. And that's a pretty crazy thing. I mean, 2 years into college.
Yeah, this is my second
year, man.
I have 4 more years of eligibility left.
So you have 4 more years of
right,
child
right
sports.
around when
At the very least.
right around when the Olympics will start be kicking up again.
Yeah,
Paz
man.
will be an upperclassman. He'll be an accomplished college wrestler, and then
Crazy.
he'll be able to set some new goals for himself.
For
I'm
sure.
speaking for Paz. I'm
I was
manifesting.
going to say
this.
you
I
are.
am
We are
manifesting
both putting
this.
stuff into the universe for Paz this season because the expectations are very high, and I know that's. Do you feel that pressure? Like, do you now that you're in a position that you're in,
Mhm.
and Rutgers is soaring to new heights on the mats? Do you feel the pressure?
I embrace the pressure. I don't.
Let's give
I
them
don't
the
really.
quotes. This is quotable stuff, folks. Go ahead. Yeah.
I really don't like feel it. I'd kind of like take it in, and I'm like, it makes me want to do more. Makes me want to do more and win and just be the best. That
Sometimes, sometimes pressure busts pipes, but sometimes it creates diamonds, right? And Paz is the diamond in the rough here.
I could be.
Unbelievable. So obviously there's so many goals. Now, who do you want to call out? No, I'm kidding. Like, call them out now. So put them on the map. No, don't do that. But listen, it's been an absolute whirlwind for you. I know you're going into a very, very busy season. Look, there are ways to support Paz. Okay. Paz is now part of the Chop family. He's here. We talk to him all the time. We talk about how bad his Steelers are, stuff like that. You know, we go back and forth with fantasy football stuff. Paz is part of the family. So if you want to support Paz in all of his endeavors right now, there's a way to do that. Chopsports.shop. We got a brand new line. That's right. Chris worked tirelessly overnights, like just putting all this time in to make sure that whatever we put out for this kid, it's gold. And a lot of this stuff, I see that logo now, the new one, and it's you. It's not like, just random.
Oh, did you like how I named it? The T-shirt, the Paz Victory Tee?
Victory Tee.
Because
Yeah.
that's
like
essentially
that.
you getting your hand
It's
raised.
literally
in
the
victory.
hand raised. That
Mhm.
is Paz. So if you think about brands like that, think about, I don't know, Jordan, right? That's his silhouette doing the thingy, right?
Mhm.
And now you have Paz with his hand raised. That is actually Paz. So go out there, support Paz, and of course, get over to the Jersey Mike's Arena. Get over there, support him, follow him at John_Paz. But dude, I mean, it's going to be fun, man. We're all looking forward to this. We're all very excited about this. We said this over the summer. We're like, great, we got football in the fall and then Paz in the winter. Like that. We didn't say NBA. We didn't say NHL. We didn't even say wrestling as a whole. We knew we had you ready to rock and roll for this season. So obviously on behalf of me and Chris, but good luck. You know what I mean?
Thank you
Like,
very
I
much.
think it's going to be a phenomenal
Can't
season.
wait to get out there and watch Paz pin somebody.
Yeah, man, it's
do it.
it's a phenomenal thing, and I know there's people that are chomping at the bit to get an interview. So obviously, that's a really cool thing on your behalf to come on down here. I mean, we did feed the kids, so I mean, you have to do a little something for us. We got them a little lunch. I promise, it was all healthy food. I'm the only one that shoveled all the pizza down my throat. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on, dude.
Thank you very much.
All right, man.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you guys for watching, and of course, support John Paz at John_Paz, chopsports.shop to buy his merchandise. And again, good luck to John Paz, and we'll see you guys next time.
First takedown next time, bro.
We'll see.
Get out of your mind.